Hi, family members. So it was time for us to go to Lagos, Nigeria from Benin, Cotonou. So we had to come to this park to get the car that was going to Lagos. So the bike guy came off and dropped me first to my box and went to pick Vicky up and bring her because he couldn't carry both of us and our boxes at the same time. So while I was sitting here and waiting for Vicky, they started telling me about the price. They were like, "Where are you going to in Lagos?" They told me that it was 20,000 francs CFR for one person to go to Lagos. I was like, yeah. So Vicky came and met me there while they were talking and everything. And Vicky asked me the price, and I told her. She was like, nope, 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 that can never be the price. The video she watched online, that was not the price. And the bike man went and asked them in their native language, and they told him it was 2K. And he came and told Vicky, of course, because he's in love with Vicky, he came and told Vicky that the price was 2K. The way they climbed on his head, they nearly beat this bike man up. All the drivers in the park, they shouted on his head until we're like, what? Something for 2K, you want to collect 20,000 from us, and you're still making us feel like you're doing us a favor. I was like, no, 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 no. Let's carry our boxes and leave this place because I don't trust anything that they are saying here again. Vicky was like, let's go, let's go, let's go. These people want to extort us because what kind of difference is that? Something for 2K you want to collect, and the first of all started off with 25K. Then they made it seem like, okay, they have reduced the price for us to 2K. Then this guy comes now, he's now shouting at us like, if we go somewhere and we cannot find a car, we should not come back here. Since as we have decided not to enter their car, we should just go for good. I was like, is it war? On top of my money I want to give you, you're shouting and threatening me. And then this other one comes and he's saying that we should not get angry. Why they shouted at the bike man was because the bike man wanted them to add his own money inside the 20K, so they refused. That's why they were shouting. I was like, why people trying to justify yourself? What have we said? Like, you guys should just leave us. Let's go somewhere else. We don't want to enter car from here again. Is it by force? Let's go. So Vicky was like, there's nothing we can hear again from these people. We now have trust issues with them just for the fact that they wanted to scam us of almost how much? A lot of money. So we just decided to walk away from them. So while we're going in front, we saw like an MTN office that does other networks and other services. So I just told Vicky, please go and buy airtime and data so that we could be able to track where we're moving to, so that these people that already know that we don't know where we're going to, they might want to carry us and go somewhere that we don't know. So we agreed that we're going to take a bike to Topa Market, and from Topa Market we're going to get into a car that was going to take us to Seme border, where we're going to cross the border and then take another bike from the other side to take us to the park where we're going to get a car going to Lagos. That was the original movement, and Vicky said he had to cost like 300 francs to Topa Market, and then from Topa Market to Seme border would cost like 600 francs. So that was why we needed data to be able to navigate our movement. Vicky's love, the bagman, went to make sure she was doing all right inside there. So she finally got the data. She came and put on the map, and then the bike guys agreed that they could carry us right to Seme border, but we should pay them 2,000 francs. And Vicky was like, what? For a journey of 600? No, 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 no. We don't have 2,000 francs to pay you each. We're going to pay you 1,500 each. That's 3,000 francs for the two of them. And they finally agreed that okay, let's pay them that. So they had to carry us right to the border, where we'll just go stamp our passport, and then we'll go to the other side and take a bike now to take us to the park where we'll get a car going to Lagos. That was the original plan, but these people we're going to see later in the course of this video. So we got on the bike. I feel like at some point we cheated them because it was quite a distance. I feel like we're further from that Topa Market, which she was considering the fare because of the video she had watched, but there was quite a distance from where we were to get to the Seme border. At some point, even the bike man that was carrying me, his fuel got finished. He had to stop somewhere to buy fuel. I was like, this is quite some distance here for that 1,500. But again, why would they not feel guilty like maybe we cheated them also? Was for the fact that we had agreed that they were going to drop us just at the border, right at the border, where we'll just pull our boxes, go to immigration, stamp our passport, and then get another bike to get there. But tell me why these bike people, once we got to the Seme area, they dropped us at like the park where you get a bike from there to cross you the border. Vicky was like, we don't want you to use a bike to get to the border. We want to use our legged beans. As in, drop us at the border, we'll use our legged beans to just move, because you guys know how borders are. It's just a place where you have immigration and custom officers there and all of those things to check your yellow fever card and all of those things. So it's not really like there was quite a distance from this place they dropped us to cross the border. It should be like 5 minutes if they don't do you any control or so. It's just for the control and all the stuff that makes it have a longer time. But they came and dropped us in this place where these bikes are loading. You guys know how parks are. Everybody will just start talking on your head and shouting on your head. Everybody's trying to convince us. Vicky is like, this is not where they are supposed to drop us. They were supposed to drop us further. They are like, no, this is where they drop. This is where they are taking a bike to cross the border. Vicky is like, we don't want to take bike to cross the border. We have our own plans. We want to use our legs, cross the border and take a bike the other way. But just the too much talk on our heads, we're like, okay, let's just drop here and get a bike here to cross the border with. Now we agreed with the bike people from here that we're going to stamp our passports at the border. So they said, let's give them 1,500. We said no, they were going to give them 1,000 francs because there was not so much distance. And they agreed that they will wait for us to stamp our passports. Tell me why, after we had climbed on them, went to the border, we took quite some minutes to get our passport stamps. These guys refused when we reached the park to go to Lagos. They refused to take the 1,000 francs that we had agreed, that we wasted time at the border. They saw us using POS to cash out to pay immigrations. Now we've reached their own thing. We're saying that we don't have money. We're like, but that was the agreed fare. They said no, wasted time. But like, you guys are the ones on this road. You guys know how long it takes to get your passport stamped. So you guys knew exactly what you were getting into when we said we were going to get our passport stamp. So why are they causing a scene? So Vicky was like, let's just sit down and wait. We're not even hurrying. We'll sit down here. If they don't want to collect that 2,000, now they know it was really drizzling. So that's why we started the boots of the car. So they finally took the money. Then we got into the car, headed for Lagos, Nigeria. Now the woman who drove this car, I was very, very happy with her. I mean, she's a very fun spirited person, very free spirited person, and she's very, very interesting. I really like when I see women doing occupations that are mainly dominated by men. I don't know, there's just this vibe that it gives. She was a whole vibe among. She was the one who even helped us talk to the bike people, like but why are you guys refusing to take 1,000? Like, it is a whole lot. For what? Like, she helped us talk before they collected the money eventually. So
marry me. Wait, man, see my wife first. You will marry me.
You go marry him.
And you marry me.
I go sing for road.
You go marry very soon. Everybody want marry.
Everybody want marry him.
That one where you say I'm so. The problem now, woman. He like woman.
when I tell you all, Vicky's star is shining during this trip. Every control point we went to, there was always one policeman there that wanted to marry Vicky or wants to collect Vicky's number. When the woman settles them, they'll be like, hey, that fine girl at the back, make her collect her number. And we'll all just laugh. At some point, the woman just had to put down our glass behind, like, fine girl, fine girl. Everybody wants to marry you. They should be seeing you so that I will not be settling them. At some point, Vicky got so tired in the course of the journey. Now, the journey is not very far from Seme border to Lagos. It should be like 3 hours or thereabouts without traffic and all of that. But we did not waste time for all the controls on the road because the woman is quite familiar with the road. So they were just hailing her, mama, 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 mama. So we really did not waste time with all the customs and everything on the road. When Vicky woke up from sleep, tell me why Vicky was just amazed at Lagos chaos. Like, it was sweeting her. You know, when drivers are insulting themselves, Agberos are insulting drivers, and we see this way, come off here. Like, the whole scenario was interesting to Vicky. Vicky gave my exact first time reaction the moment I got to Lagos. I found the chaos in Lagos very fascinating as well. And the same way she's smiling like this was my expression. I just loved the chaos. And I don't know, it's just a different feel from what we're used to. So it has a way that is just fascinating to us. Like, you're seeing another version of people that are free spirited. They just talk, they move, everybody is shouting and everything. I was like, welcome to Lagos, baby girl. Welcome to Nigeria, Lagos. You all know when an African woman claps her hands like this, it means she has seen like, now wow. Vicky was so fascinated by that. So our driver dropped us off before reaching my two because she was scared of the traffic since as it was really closing time for trade fair market. We got into a bus that left us at my two, and I told Vicky, once we come down from the bus, hold your box because you see these Agberos, they will come and start dragging and fighting your box with you. Don't let them take your box, just hold it. Let's just move to the side of the road where I can stand and order a ride for us. Tell me why Vicky went. We stood there. I was trying to order the ride. These Agberos were still following Vicky. Mama will show us some love, all those things. The ride finally came. I got into the car and then Vicky is telling me that she actually gave them money. I was like, you gave Agbero money when they did not do you anything. They did not carry your box, nothing to nothing. She was like, hey, she just pitied them now. Nigeria is difficult. I was like, hey, how much did you give? She was distributing 500 naira. I was like, this one, you're never ready for this Lagos, because you will finish our money like this. I say, everywhere you go, you will see Agbero. So this is how you have soft heart to be distributing money. I say, no. For that Mother Christmas, that's not how we will do it here. So we finally got to our apartment at Lekki. So I ordered a ride from Mile 2 to Lekki and it was quite a distance. Vicky was like, my God, is this how Lagos is big? This is the whole time that we could use to like travel around in Cameroon, not just one city. I was like, welcome to Lagos, my sister. Lagos is very big. You used 2 hours to move only within Lagos. So this A&B costed $22. It was Vicky who found this space online and booked for it. So I was just seeing it for the first time and I was like, okay. I mean, not so bad. Vicky wanted to get island vibes and mainland vibes. So this is what the place looks like. They have a parlor and then they have a kitchen where you could cook, obviously, have a washing machine there, a sink, a gas top, extractor, they have a microwave, they have an oven, they have a fridge, freezer. I mean, a very functional kitchen, if I do say so myself. So I was like, okay, yes, this is okay. They have a toaster as well. I was like, fair enough. It's not looking bad. This is okay. Moves out from here. I just went around looking at the entire place. The guard for this estate, this is the guy, he helped us carry our boxes from the time when we got down from the ride right up to the room. He helped us put our boxes in there. I was just like, I don't have energy at this point. Lagos has recently stressing me. I don't have energy to even carry box and be climbing stairs. So once we got into the room, I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. The room is okay. I have a bed, a chair, table where you could work on the laptop and all of that. They have a fan. They have an AC as well, but they just have a fan. Should in case the AC is too cold for you. For people who don't like AC, like Vicky. Vicky doesn't love ACs at all. This is the bathroom. They have the shower area there. And then they have this other space here. It was small, but it was okay. It was functional. That's what matters, right? Then they do have this wardrobe space here. We did not get to use this wardrobe space. We spent 2 nights here, but Vicky and I did not really maximize this particular space. It was just there the same way we met it. After we showered and settled down, we went to look for something to eat. Most places, their food had finished because it was about 10 or 11 p.m. like that, thereabout. So we saw this grilling place and we decided to come and try what they have. Vicky enjoyed herself here. You see how she wore gloves and dived into this. So we had ram meat suya. Let me speak like Nigerians. Ram meat suya and bole. Vicky enjoyed the sauce that came with it because they cooked it with red oil. I mean, she enjoyed the meal. Like, she was smiling. She enjoyed every piece of that sauce in particular. So when we got done here, we went back home and called it a night. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I will see you unfailingly by the help of God on my next video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Bye.